Alright, time for mission 2. Here we go. It's Strategic Mind, Spirit of Liberty, Social Justice, Fight for Freedom. I think it's Spirit of Liberty. Yeah. Battle of Taipale.
Dozens of dead and wounded in Helsinki. What a travesty. A terror bombing of a civilian target.
The Bolsheviks haven't changed one bit since 1917. Only now their weapons are far more destructive.
True.
You did us all a great service by stopping them, General.
They're far from stopped. But thank you. I was simply doing my duty.
Indeed. Prime Minister, what about our Western well-wishers? Will the British send any real help?
They are sympathetic to us.
Nah.
So they won't.
Not right now. The British promise to monitor the situation. The Swedes say they want to assist us as long as they can keep their neutrality.
Sweden and its precious neutrality. We Finns are their last line of defense.
Several states have agreed to sell us their surplus arms, but overall they are cautious. Nobody believes we can hold out against the Soviet beast on our own.
Then we must prove them wrong. We will stall until the British intervene. And if not, we'll deal enough damage that the Soviets abandon their offensive. And if not, we'll scatter into the woods and fight to the last man.
Sure.
General Osh, the Soviet troops have crossed the river Taipale near Kokonimi. The enemy has approached the main defensive line up close. We cannot let them breach it under any circumstances. Your task is to slow down the enemy offensive at all costs and push them back if possible. General Iro will give you a detailed briefing.
Yes, Field Marshal. General Osh, our forces are currently in control of Kurila, Tarantila, and a small hamlet between them. These towns are the cornerstones of this sector's defense. You must hold them at all costs. It won't be an easy task. In the west, the Soviet tank group is preparing for an assault. I recommend you destroy them as soon as you can. You don't want that much Soviet armor flanking you.
Thank you, General Iro. I must add, the Red Army's discipline and organization leave a lot to be desired. Their personnel is woefully underqualified. Most of all, their officers. However, a poorly led army is still more dangerous than a beheaded one. Try to eliminate as many enemy commanders as you can. Any chaos among the communists will benefit our own efforts.
Quite so. We are aware of 3 high-ranking officers currently in the Taipale sector. Captain Dubin is commanding a detachment near Neusari. Captain Semyonov is leading the offensive east of Tuokanmaki. And Lieutenant Colonel Lelushenko is commanding the tank group near Lapanainen.
Understood, gentlemen. The plan is clear, and our troops won't waver. I promise you, here at Taipale, the enemy shall not pass.
Well, let's see if we can indeed stop them with eliminate Soviet Commanders 3, destroy Soviet tank group. I guess that's a first one. If we have to hold key positions. So, if we have to destroy this here Soviet tank group, I guess, well, what can I deploy? Straight up only here. Oh, I see. Well, I do want my infantry up front. Tanks in the back. AT even further. Okay, there we go. Okay, so they also have a serious amount of tanks there. And I see some planes already. Huh. Most likely they are going to try and counterattack, so I'm probably reasonably well off just trying to defend. And should position myself properly. So let's get you in the woods. You might even try to come from that side, but I do have those guys on that side there. Let's move you into these woods so I can't just get in between. Recon back. T-26 at the front. You over here. You as a reserve. Back. Fighter, dive bomber should also go back. At least for a first turn, and then once we've dealt with enemy fighters, then I'll be clear to do whatever I please there. Definitely also protecting my more vulnerable units. They got their fighter in, that's not too bad. Yeah. It's even a non-lethal, so it's not too bad there. They'll never get through that either. That's pretty much clear. Like, using all these weak tank forces here is completely useless. Alright, well, the most important thing here was that I need to be able, or I need to defeat the enemy air force, and afterwards I can use my own bombers. Oh. That was dumb. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm not getting in range. I wouldn't expect there to be AA here, but I'm not gonna go after this bomber. I'm actually going after this fighter. Also, I don't think there's AA there, but just in case... No. Well, that sucks. Because I don't have any fighters left, so I cannot deal with it here either. That is even... poop. Yeah, I have no way of destroying it now except by moving these by truck. I guess that's what I'll have to do. And then get this AA forward, this AA back. Yeah. Ultimately, that's what I'll have to do. Okay, well, at least I got a plan there. Given that, I do have a fighter here. So I can already bomb those, and they... One, two, three, four. Okay, this is a bit tricky, but I think... No. I can't. Never mind. That's a shame. I had hoped to be able to bomb here, but it doesn't fly like this indeed. And even then it's 4 hexes. If I somehow see that it will work out, then fine, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be the case, so... Okay, so... The damage on those things is just not gonna be great. It's not too bad there, though. Huh. That's interesting. Well, I'll use my regular infantry. Oh, they have the AT gun. Still fine, though. I also do like getting the experience of my units, so... I don't need to kill it. I mean... Let's go here. Sure. Attacking with this infantry, that will make things quite a bit easier like that. It's down to 4 actually. You can attack, destroy them, and then move into that hex. That will also get these into these woods if I do it like this. Let's actually see if it's close terrain. Here's close combat. There is no way I'm getting any kind of double attack here, but we'll move them like this, so I don't get too harassed. You can stay there. You stay there. You here. Okay. I did not expect that. Luckily it was 3 non-lethal, jeez. Nice. They really are running themselves aground here. Okay, perfect. I mean, not completely perfect, but I guess at least that's non-lethal. So I can... make them retreat, or that, and get in the fighter. For the 10 experience, sweet. So Damn it, I did less damage, but I did get him to level up, which gives me forced march. I kinda need to finish it off with an artillery now though, or something else that I have, because it'd be rather sad having to finish it off with, say, this. That would be a nightmare. I don't want to give away that experience. Let's see. Surely that's a good idea. And there we have my second level up, on the scouts no less. Well, this is a 1 and 5, this 2. Kill the recon. Something like this is apparently not that great of an attack, so I'm not gonna do that at the moment. Yeah, can't kill him. Just a 1-1, that's sad, really. Let's attack. Then I can move in the recon, kill it. This gives me good intelligence data. Let's move back. You already killed something, got an overrun. You already killed something, got the overrun. You here, you here, you here. Kill this. I know that this is now vulnerable to one tank attack. I am very aware of that. If I'm lucky though, they might attack something else, and I do have the bombers here to wreak havoc still. And I believe this fighter can also still move. Not moving it there, obviously. But... now they can effectively only attack with a 6 strength tank, and it doesn't boost much confidence. Sure, by this time, at this stage, I might...
General Oesch, I've received a fresh report about a large Soviet military shipment arriving in Laituri. If you hurry, you can intercept it before the equipment is distributed among the enemy soldiers.
Thanks for the tip. I will see about recovering that equipment.
Okay, I was thinking I can already go on to the offensive. I have a reasonable amount of turns to do this, and I don't need to attack these, technically. Just, I do have to be careful in terms of positioning. They do not have an AA? Wow. Okay, I severely overestimated the enemy then. You go here. If they go in here, they cannot overshoot, but I haven't seen any artillery. This is again pretty ballsy. Shit. Fuck me. They should shoot. Yeah, poop. Okay, I really messed that up. That would cost me a bunch of prestige. Oof. Well, this was non-lethal. Alright, that was dumb. New hero available. Ooh. Let's see. That's a pretty face. The legendary White Death. Simo Heia is considered the most effective sniper in history. Okay, wow. When the Winter War broke out, he was among the reservists recalled to active service and took his own hunting rifle with him. Luckily, his hunting rifle was a Finnish Mosin-Nagant, completely valid for frontline duty. For a man who scored 542 confirmed kills in total, Simo didn't enjoy war at all. Tellingly, he later referred to his death toll as his list of sins and sought only to protect his homeland as well as he could. His military career was cut short by a grievous injury at the end of the Winter War. Despite his desire to do so, he wasn't allowed to rejoin the military due to health concerns or return to farming and hunting. One can only speculate how this continued military career could have played out for Simo Heia as well as the Red Army opposing him. Jeez. Okay, well, let's assign him as only infantry. Yes. And let's start with devastating fire. Yeah. Okay, I can probably move these guys a lot further at that point. They would die from this. Okay. Or not. Because one of it was non-lethal. Alright, let's just do recon then. It got a level up, which is nice. I'll actually give it observant, so it can perform its duties better. One, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You should be able to get out. And I have a second fighter. Oh, it's all the way here. Apparently I can still do this. That's good. Land. Now. Okay, that's the tank I need to destroy. That's 2 attacks. Start here.
The Bolshevik tank group has been destroyed, General Iro.
Good. Your flank is now secure. You can now go on the offensive. You must secure the defensive positions on both banks of the Taipale River. First, defeat the Soviets on the northern bank, then cross the river and capture their southern footholds. You must take Kokaniemi, Tuokonmaki, Raja, Metsapirti, Tuokkola, Ilala, Neusare, and Malaki.
Understood, General Iro. We'll handle it.
Sure, we'll handle it.